Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. For today's card, I'll be using Honeybee Stamps Bee Bliss collection and also their Birthday Wishes stamp and coordinating honeycut die set. For the image on my card, I'll be using Honeybee Stamps Lovely Layers Wildflowers, and this time I'll be focusing on the wood anemone. All of these products are part of Honeybee Stamps' brand new Birthday Bliss release, and I do have links provided in the description box below. I'll be using a card sketch for inspiration. This is from Freshly Made Sketches. It's number 533. I selected 4 different pattern papers, 3 for those narrow strips and 1 for the background. I'll be layering this background pattern paper on some specialty cardstock. It's this really lovely yellow goldish color called Lemon Lustre. It has a pearlescent finish. And then I'll layer that piece on some dark blue cardstock. Put my card front onto a card base, and all of the cards in this video are American Standard A2 size, 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. If you are interested in the card sketch, I do share that information on my coordinating blog post, and that link is provided in the description box below. Next, I'll start adhering all 3 of the pattern paper strips. On the very bottom, I have these pieces cut at 1 inch by 5 1/8 inches, and the top is 5/8 inches by 3 1/8 inch. I'm leaving a gap between the two as indicated on the card sketch. I think this is a fun design, having a gap between those strips to add your sentiment. I'm using Honeybee Stamps Precision Tip Liquid Adhesive to adhere all of those pieces. It'll give me just a little bit of wiggle room before those pieces adhere down. That way I can make sure to get them nice and straight. I have just 1 final strip to adhere in place. And if they're not perfectly straight, that's okay. I'll be adding an image and sentiment, so it won't be real obvious if I didn't get them lined up exactly right. So now I'll start assembling the wood anemone. I cut out the background piece from some dark green cardstock, so that has the leaves and the stem, and it does have the full silhouette of the flower, but I trimmed most of that off from the green cardstock since I don't really need it there. I did leave just a tiny bit of one of the green petals, that way I could get the placement correct for the white die cut piece. Then I used the same Lemon Lustre Pearlescent cardstock for one of the parts on the flower and then some dark blue cardstock for the center. I will be adding some foam dimension on the back side of the flower. I'm using Honeybee Stamps foam strips. I have the white and also the black. I'm using the white behind the flower, and I'll add some teeny tiny strips of the black foam dimension behind the leaves. Remove the release paper, then I'll add liquid adhesive on the stem. I'll adhere my flower on top of my pattern paper strips, and this is fairly tall. It fits beautifully on an A2 size card. The very bottom of the stem will hang off of that background pattern paper. For the sentiment on my card, I'll be adding Birthday Wishes, and I've already stamped, heat embossed, and cut this out. I used white embossing powder on this dark blue cardstock. I will be popping up both words of the sentiment. Part of the word birthday will be sitting on the leaves, so I don't need to add any foam dimension there. Just to make sure I'm getting all of the areas that do need the dimension, I'll place the word on my card and just feel around. If there's any areas that feel like they're sagging, I'll remove it and add some foam dimension. I'll remove the release paper, then add some liquid adhesive just on those top areas where it'll sit on the leaves. I'll adhere the word birthday, and the word wishes will sit right underneath. And I'll be popping that up as well using a very thin strip of the black foam dimension. I love how easy it is to cut down the foam dimension strips so you can have just the right size. I'll use my tweezers and adhere the word wishes underneath birthday. Then to finish off the card, I'm using some of the warm pearls, using this beautiful off-white color. And I'll add 3 of them around the sentiment and image. And there is my finished card. I did make a total of 3, just use different pattern papers for the other 2 cards. I love this golden yellow with the dark blue. It looks so pretty together. Honeybee Stamps paper collections always have such beautiful color combinations. Looking at this set of cards, you probably never know that there's even pink included in this paper collection. They have so many beautiful paper collections now, I can't even pick a favorite. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links provided in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.